Hi, Assalamualaikum. We are from Section 1, Group 4. We would like to present about BFC 34303 Civil Engineering Statistic Project. Next is objective. There are three main objectives for this project. First, to collect, classify, present, describe, analyze and interpret data at Jalan Delta 1 and Persiaran Tun Ghazali Shafi'i in UTSM. Second, to calculate using both descriptive and inferential statistics, which are mean, median, variance and standard deviation. And lastly, to find out the probability and the distribution data by calculation method.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Hamizah binti Hafiz and my magic number is CF210308. And now I will present about the discrete analysis for data 1 or day 1. Okay, after we collect the data, we must find the mean value, which is the x bar. Okay, so we got a 5.004 for mean, and the mode of the data is 4.7 km per hour and 5.5 km per hour. Common speed, which is in 4 times repeated. Okay, next, the median of the data is center divided by 2, and we get the 5.05 km per hour. And next, we have to find the value of the variance S2, which is a 146.2992 divided by 50 minus 1. The equal is 2.986, and the standard deviation for S is 1.728. So we can see the histogram graph, which is a speed vehicle versus the frequency. The highest of the vehicle have a 2 data, which is 4.7 km per hour and 5.5 km per hour. As we have to find the quartile, we have 4 type of quartile: first quartile, second quartile, third quartile, and interquartile range. Okay, the first quartile is 3.7 km per hour. The second quartile is 5.05 km per hour, which is a median value. And third quartile is 6.2 km per hour, and lastly the interquartile range, which is a third quartile minus first quartile and equal to 2.5 km per hour. And next, the box recursive plot, which is we have to find two value, which first one is the upper value and the second one is lower volume. So the upper one we got the 9.95 km per hour, and the lower value is negative 0.05 km per hour. Okay, the function of the upper value and the lower value is the boundary of the data.
Hi, Assalamualaikum to Dr. Ain. I am Nunadi Izzati binti Zamri, CF210212, and I will like to present to you our discrete analysis for day 2. So for the first one is mean, which is 5.44. Our mode is 5.8 km per hour, which is common speed for 5 times. Our median is 5.15 km per hour. Our variance is 2.897, and our standard deviation is 1.702. Okay, so we are going to continue to the next slide. Okay, so the next data that I'm going to continue to present is our histogram graph, which is speed vehicle versus frequency of the speed. So the mode of speed vehicle versus frequency is 5.8 km per hour, which is it repeat for 5 times. Okay, next slide is quartile. So for the quartile, we have 4 parts, which is first quartile, second quartile, third quartile, and also interquartile range. So for the first quartile, it is 4.0 km per hour. For second quartile, it is 5.15 km per hour. For third quartile is 6.7 km per hour, and for the interquartile range is quartile 3 minus quartile 1, which is equals to 2.4 km per hour.
Hi, Assalamualaikum and a very good day. My name is Nur Ashikin binti Muhammad Arif, CF21020. So next I will going to present about the box-whisker plot, inferential statistic and normal distribution. First we go to the box-whisker plot. So in this slide we can see that for our upper and lower value we had 10.75 km per hour and negative 0.05 km per hour, and down there is we had draw our quartile 1, quartile 2 and quartile 3, and based on our box whisker plot there is no outliers and data was accurate and available. So next we go to our inferential statistic. As we seen our hypothesis testing, we had our H0 and H alternative, and for our level of significance, which is 0.05, and the Z calculated that we had is negative 1.43. And lastly for my part, which is normal distribution. So this is the normal distribution diagram that we had for our project. And since the calculated Z value, which is 1.43, is lower than the critical Z value, which is 1.96, and not falls in the rejection region, so we accept our H0, thus we reject our H alternative. That's all from me. Thank you.
So for F distribution for day 1, x1 total is 250.2. X1 minus x power of 2 total is 2.986. And day 2, x2 is total 272.4, and x2 minus x power of 2 total is 2.897. So for day 1, variance is 2.986, standard deviation is 0.061. Day 2, 2.897 and 0.059, and H0 total is 2.897 and H is 2.897. So for the normal distribution, degree of freedom numerator is 1 and degree of freedom denominator is 49. So since this test is two-tailed test, it is 0.052 equal to 0.025. So F calculated is 1.0339. So for the normal distribution graph, we have if F calculated is bigger and equal F critical, so HO reject.